Hello and welcome to our YouTube page Goal-Based Investments. My name is Michael, and in the next few minutes I would like to tell you more about our robo-advisor, why we built it, what we want to do with it, what sets us apart from other robo-advisors, and most importantly, how you can best use the platform for yourself. I hope you find it interesting and stay with us. Let's get started. Now we come to the first and most important question. Why another robo-advisor? That's right. Robo-advisors have been around in Switzerland for many years. I think in the US for almost 10 years. All these robo-advisors have not been able to change one thing, which is that wealth is created unequally in our society. We see this in the statistics. The inequality in wealth creation is getting bigger and bigger every year, and we believe that it is precisely this inequality that will play an increasingly critical role in our society, not only in connection with retirement provision. And we think we definitely have a reason to be concerned about it and to present alternatives. The question that is naturally asked afterwards is, why is this the case? Why can't robo-advisors change that? The answer here is actually relatively simple, perhaps surprising to some, but because the principles of today's robo-advisors are not much different than the principles of conventional wealth management. Okay, maybe a little cheaper, a little trendier colors, and everyone is on first-name terms, but the basic principles are the same. And what are they? Firstly, the principle that a percentage fee is charged. This means that if you take your money to a robo-advisor, you will end up having a percentage fee deducted from your assets for that service, which is an opportunity cost. Opportunity costs make a very big difference over the years when it comes to wealth creation. This is because you always pay a fixed percentage fee, regardless of whether the market goes up or down. The second reason, and this is perhaps the most amazing reason, is that we see that the more money you actually bring to the robo-advisor, the less management fees the robo-advisors charge. So you heard that right. When someone is just starting to invest his or her money, they pay higher fees and therefore have a lower return after fees than someone who already has a lot of money available for investing. Well, purely mathematically, it should now be clear that this plays a significant role in wealth inequality because, of course, there is less left over for people who are just starting to build wealth from their income. But the whole thing is made even more difficult by a third principle, which all robo-advisors have adopted one-to-one, namely, that the fee that is charged is the same, regardless of the risk profile that you actually have as an investor. What does that mean exactly? For example, if someone is just starting to invest and can't take a lot of risk because they don't have enough experience, or maybe they don't have enough savings, or their income is too volatile, then they will be charged the same fee as someone who can take more risk because of their personal, more risk-tolerant circumstances. Usually because such a person already has more assets. And all three of these things together make it difficult, if not almost impossible, for new investors to actually build wealth. And we believe we need to change that, and the only way we can change it is by helping people manage their wealth themselves without paying fees for anyone. And that's why we created goal-based investments. Let's move on to the question of why goal-based investing and not just long-term investing. Which would be possible, but then the platform might be called something else. But of course there is a reason, and that is behavioral research. We know from this that the natural way for us humans to invest money is actually the one that involves goals. As children, we all had the experience of saving for a new bike, a new jersey, or later for a trip or a car. The goal matters, and the utility of that goal plays a role in how we feel about how we handle money. And that's why goal-based investing allows for a better experience, a better way to handle your investments and everything that comes with it. But there is a further reason, and it is a little more subtle, a little more complex, but nonetheless just as important. And that is that if we invest with a goal in mind, we can also pursue a strategy that corresponds to the goal. What does that mean specifically? Of course, everyone can imagine that investing for a third car may involve a different level of risk than investing for retirement. Investing to buy a home has different characteristics than investing to own a home and want to pay off your mortgage. Goal-based investing enables exactly this differentiation. This means we can really offer a kind of tailor-made solution that varies from goal to goal. Of course, this is complex, costs more computing power and also uses more data, but with today's technology we can of course implement it without any problems, and we can do it particularly if it is goal-based. And that's why the platform is called goal-based investments and not simply long-term investments. Now we often get the question as to whether you should transfer the money to us and we will manage it for you. No, that is not what we are aiming for. The platform has a core principle, and that is that everyone should manage the money themselves. Only when citizens start managing their own money can they resolve all of the conflicts of interest that otherwise exist in the wealth management industry. And that is a key aspect of our platform.
Und das ist ein wesentlicher Aspekt unserer Plattform.
Before we wrap up, what are the next steps? We recommend that you all visit our platform and play around. There are different explanatory videos, including video A, B, and C. You can also find them here on our YouTube channel. I know they are long videos, 10 minutes or more, but they are good instructions. I guarantee you that once you've looked at everything, you'll have a much better understanding of what's possible with our platform. Therefore, my warmest recommendation, invest this time. It is time well spent. Watch these videos and you'll understand a lot more. If you want to use our platform, please do so. There are 3 areas. An area that covers almost 70% of all possibilities is free. So you can move freely in Area A, which is about building a safety net for the family or, for example, making investments to buy a house. Play around with it. The other 2 areas are chargeable when it comes to paying off a mortgage, for example, or planning for retirement. These are all processes that are more computationally complex because they cover a larger time horizon. You can also use it, of course, but these areas are subject to a fee, unless we have a promotion that makes it available for free for a certain period of time. Last but not least, I ask you, when you are at the end of the process, that is, you have successfully derived your strategy and everything is in green, don't forget to download the investment PDF. This is very, very important because it contains concrete instructions on how you should implement the investments. This means that on one page you can see which ETFs, i.e. which investment products, on which exchange, in which currency. Currency is very important, in what quantity and approximately at what price you should trade them. This means that you have very specific instructions on how to implement your investments. Therefore, I ask you to carry out this download. Don't forget, if you press the download button, the whole document will also be sent to you as an email. This means you get it twice, giving you everything you need to manage your money. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video and write us comments. Even if you don't like something, we would be happy to receive any feedback. And we'll see you in the next video, where we will give you a little more insight into our tool. See you next time. Have a nice one and goodbye.